Hey, what's going on, people? I hope you guys are doing good. So, the seasons are changing, the weather's starting to warm up, at least in some places, especially here in Florida. So people are going outside and doing more things at the beach or at their local parks. And one of the things that a lot of people bring with them when doing these activities are Bluetooth speakers. So today we're going to be comparing two leading brand Bluetooth speakers in two totally different price brackets. Over here we have the JBL Xtreme 3, and then this is the brand new Soundcore Boom 2. Before we dive directly into the testing, let me give you some background information, including the specs of each of these Bluetooth speakers. The Soundcore Boom 2 features a 2.1 channel audio system. It has 80 watts max output. It has a 50-watt racetrack subwoofer and dual 15-watt silk tweeters, and it features Soundcore's brand new Bass Up 2.0 technology that definitely makes a difference. Moving on to the JBL Xtreme 3. This speaker features a max output of 100 watts. It has two 25-watt subwoofers and two 25-watt tweeters. The question is, does the extra 20 watts on the Xtreme 3 truly make a difference? Well, hear for yourself.
They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got him picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it 'cause you all cap like. This far, they hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got him picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it 'cause you all cap like. This far, they hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got him picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it 'cause you all cap like.
box, between these two speakers, without tweaking any EQ settings, I would say the JBL Xtreme 3 lands more neutral, whereas the Soundcore Boom 2 definitely is more bass heavy, so think EDM, techno, hip hop, things like that, your boom bap type music. But again, these can both be tweaked and you can make them sound very similar and more neutral. Now let's talk about portability and durability. The Soundcore Boom 2 is smaller and lighter than the Xtreme 3, making it more convenient for travel, and the handle on it makes it much more ergonomic for carrying. It has an IPX7 waterproof rating, so it can survive submersion in water, and one of my favorite features is the fact that this thing can float, so you don't have to worry about anything sinking to the bottom and having to dive in. This is fantastic for water sports like canoeing, kayaking, even some whitewater rafting. The overall aesthetic of the Soundcore Boom 2 is definitely nice. I have the navy blue option, but it's also available in a military green and black. The materials are very solid. It's definitely going to survive a drop or two, depending on if you have kids. If it falls off a surface, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. And I love how portable and compact it is compared to the JBL Xtreme 3, which we're going to talk about now. Now, right off the bat, the JBL Xtreme 3 is quite a bit bulkier and heavier versus the Soundcore Boom 2. We're looking at 4.34 pounds versus 3.66 pounds, and in the hand, you can feel a difference. You won't find any carrying handles on the Xtreme 3, so if you're looking for something that you can easily pick up and go, the Boom 2 is definitely the better option. However, the Xtreme 3 does feature a carrying strap that just snaps onto the metal loops right here, and you can just sling the speaker across your body, leaving your hands free if you prefer that approach. One really cool feature about the strap is that it features a hidden bottle opener, so if you're headed to a tailgate party, this might be the speaker for you. Additionally, the Xtreme 3 features an IP67 rating. This is a little bit different than the IPX7 rating on the Boom 2. The JBL Xtreme 3 is not only waterproof, but it also has that extra certification for being dustproof, unlike the Soundcore Boom 2. Now, I did use both of these speakers in a volleyball court with sand everywhere, and I didn't run into any issues with either one. But then again, I didn't drop the Boom 2 directly into the sand, unlike the Xtreme 3, since I knew that it had that extra rating. Now, despite the JBL Xtreme 3 having an IP67 rating, when you toss both of these speakers into a pool, the JBL Xtreme 3 does not float anywhere near as good as the Boom 2. And based on the reviews that I've read, over time, the Xtreme 3 will sink, but you can definitely tell it's like halfway under whenever you toss it into the water. Now, one area of concern that I have for the Xtreme 3 is this cloth-like material on the outside. I'm worried that it's gonna rip, get stained, or just become damaged over time versus the hard material found on the Soundcore Boom 2. Now, aesthetically, the Xtreme 3 definitely has a more unique look. It kind of looks like a football, if I'm being honest. It's available in several colors, but one really cool thing is if you go to the JBL website, you can completely customize the speaker. You can add your own photo to it, your own design, dial in the colors. There's a lot that you can do and really personalize this thing to make it your own. Ultimately, I would say that the Soundcore Boom 2 is the more universal pick up and go type Bluetooth speaker that you can use practically in any setting, whereas the Xtreme 3 is gonna be more specialized to like tailgate parties, camping, things like that. Because of its bulkier, heavier design and the fact that it doesn't have a handle and you have to wear this strap makes it more suitable for specific activities versus a universal Bluetooth speaker that's lightweight and easy to grab and go. Okay, so now let's talk about special features. Both of these speakers can act as an external battery bank for charging your devices. On the back of the Soundcore Boom 2, you'll see a little flap with a gasket that just prevents water from getting inside. You'll find a USB-C port and a USB Type-A port that you can plug into, and also for charging the Boom 2. On the back of the Xtreme 3, you'll find a slightly larger flap, again with a gasket inside to prevent water from getting in. You'll find a USB Type-A port, a USB-C port, and a 3.5mm audio jack. Now, both of these speakers have the ability to be linked to other compatible speakers from the respectable manufacturers. On the Boom 2, it's called PartyCast 2.0, and this allows the Boom 2 to be linked to over 100 additional speakers, giving you a crazy experience. Now, on the Xtreme 3, it's called Party Boost, and this allows it to connect up to 100 additional devices. So if you're looking for the maximum expansion, you're gonna find that with the Boom 2 because you can go over 100. Another common feature that both of these speakers share is their ability to connect to a companion app. The difference, however, is what you can do inside of each app. For the Xtreme 3, it's pretty much just for setting an EQ or dialing in your own custom EQ. Now, I don't have any qualms with the JBL app. It's very simplistic and most people will find it very easy to use. However, I do prefer the Soundcore app. Not only do I find it more intuitive, it just has a cleaner layout. Now, once you connect the Boom 2 to the Soundcore app, you can choose from several preset EQs. This includes a unique Soundcore tuned EQ setting that's specific to the Boom 2. Now, of course, this is enabled by default. However, if you don't like any of the presets, you can go in and dial your own custom EQ just like you can on the Xtreme 3. Now, you might have seen throughout the video that the Boom 2 has RGB lighting along its sides here. On the side, you're going to find a passive radiator, which is meant for stabilizing bass. But inside the grill of the radiator, you're going to find RGB lights. And inside the Soundcore app, you can adjust that lighting. So not only is the RGB lighting beat reactive and beat synced, but you can choose from 7 different lighting presets, giving you a really cool party effect on the Boom 2. And I gotta say, even though RGB lighting can be a little flashy and gimmicky, it does look pretty good on this speaker. Now, another difference when it comes to the feature set on each of these speakers is that the JBL only has Bluetooth 5.1, whereas the Soundcore Boom 2 features Bluetooth 5.3, making this speaker a bit more efficient, which you'll see in the battery life numbers right here. Now, the Soundcore Boom 2 is rated for up to 24 hours of battery life on a single charge. In a real world scenario, I'm getting around 18 to 20 hours with the volume set between 50 to 80% and bass up 2.0 turned on. When it comes to charging, you can charge this thing from 0 to 100 in roughly about 5 hours. Now, on the JBL Xtreme 3, it's advertised for up to 15 hours of battery life. However, I'm getting around 10 to 12 hours with the volume set to 80%. Lastly, when it comes to charging the Xtreme 3, it roughly takes about 2.5 hours. The JBL Xtreme 3 is a $380 speaker, but you can likely find it on sale for about $250 depending on when and where you're looking. Now, when it comes to cost performance, if you're paying the full $380 retail, this is definitely priced much higher than it's performing. But if you can get it for $250, that's a much better price, and I think that performance-wise, it does match that price tag. Now, when you're looking at the Soundcore Boom 2, this is a $129 speaker, and it punches way above its weight class, as you can tell, not only when it comes to portability, durability, but also the sound signature. This is an easy recommendation, and just like we talked about earlier when it comes to portability and usability, this is basically universal. I can recommend this to anybody, especially people that are on more of a budget. When you see this thing go on sale during holiday season, it's like an instant cop. Whereas this is more specialized, you have to have the budget, and it depends on what you're looking for out of your Bluetooth speaker experience. If you're interested in the Soundcore Boom 2, you can find that link in the description, as well as the JBL Xtreme 3. If you have any experience with either one of these, let me know down in the comment section. And other than that, I'll see you beautiful people in the next video.